on Jewish or Palestinian things of the, there was people talking of, we'll rise again and drive the Jews into the sea. Now that's a totally, in my view, anti-human viewpoint. I imagine you share it, but I'll ask it anyway. Okay?
Sorry, so the question was, what do you think of this whole concept of we'll drive the Jews into the sea?
Well, look, I can just answer relatively easy. Goering, the second man to Hitler, said to his psychiatrist when he was in jail in Nuremberg, Mr. Goering, what did you do to get so many people behind you? And mind you, I know that there were less than the propaganda. He said, that's very easy. You define a group who wants to destroy your society. And then, if anybody doubts whether that's true, you mark him a traitor, and then you have everything done. And I may add a real personal memory of mine as a young Jewish boy in Germany. After the pogrom in 1938, we Jewish boys would say to each other, have you heard? There comes a new pogrom. Why? Well, what's the matter? Because the first pogrom, this pogrom of November 1938 was done because from the son of Polish Jewish parents who were deported from Germany had murdered a civil servant of the German embassy in Paris. So why can't there new program? Haven't you heard? In the harbor of Kiel, which was the war harbor of the Germans, a Jewish perambulator tried to ram into a German battleship. Well, that is the threat of the Palestinians towards the Israelis. It is absolutely ridiculous, and they play the card of Mr. Hermann Göring. That's their way. Sorry to say, but I can't help it. If you think as the only atomic power with the fourth, one of the strongest armies in the world, well trained, with a military laboratory like it is exploited with the greatest cruelty in Gaza, and you dare to say we are threatened to be driven into the sea. If it were not so terribly inhuman, I would laugh my head off. What was the oh yeah, look, somebody asked about the dehumanization process ending in a Muslim. That is true. I was a Muslim actually, but I was not dehumanized because I hope you will believe me, but I was so in the beginning, in the first 2 or 3 months that I don't remember. I had to work very, very hard to build up the camp. Very, very hard. And we got obviously much too little to eat. And I became very thin and looked like a Muslim. But I refused. I had a very thin, I think I had a strong character. And I realized that if I would fall to the seduction of surviving at the cost of comrades, my life would be absolutely worthless. And so, and I had a very good friend in the camp who was just, he also had no range or whatever, but we could trust each other 100%. And so that made that, first of all, it was a counterdote against terrible loneliness in such a mass cage like Auschwitz was and like, in my opinion, Gaza is. And so I was very, very lucky and did not let myself be dehumanized. And therefore I can, under oath, I can express that I have never, ever dreamt of the camp. So apparently I have avoided by a hell of a lot of luck, but to get the post-traumatic stress syndrome. So what was your question exactly? Have I answered it?
There was a question about what kind of state of Israel. If you don't want the current state of Israel, what kind of...
No, but I'm still on the one about the Muslim. There was there. Who asked about the...
I was interested in the figure of the Muslim man and
Yes.
the descriptions or testimony from Auschwitz describing this person who is between life and death, but at the same time avoided sometimes by other people in the camp at the time.
No, okay, so, I can still a few sentences to go on. So, I was not avoided by my friend Jos, and he was not avoided by me. And we managed to muddle through, and one part of the deal with him was, because I had a chronic colitis, and I would stop that once a week or so, by 24 hours, nothing to eat and nothing to drink, which stops it. And I would give him my food. When I was relatively good again, I got half of it back. So that's how we together survived. And there's another thing which may sound, I've never read about it, but I think it's true. Oh yeah, somebody who has worked in psychiatry just the other day here in my tour now confirmed it. Selma confirmed it. That is, when you are very highly undernourished, your emotions go down. So your emotionality, the capacity to pick up emotional pictures is much reduced. And she has worked in psychiatry, and she confirmed that. And so that I was very early the type of movement, but till the liberation, I could still walk. Could not run, but I could walk. And so she confirmed that then your emotional level of perception is reduced, and therefore I never dreamt of it. I never dreamt of the camp because. So that's a blessing in disguise. It's strange, but life can be very, very complicated.
Thank you very much.
And now there was another one that is. How do you want to see Israel? I think is that a summary of what you said?
Yeah, I suppose like how would you? Coming from your standpoint of where you come from in history, that we see Israel and Palestine today locked in a terrible struggle. How do you think you can get out of it? Can they get out of it? That's my question.
Well, look, all you read about that in the paper is sand in your eyes, willfully put there by Israel and their complices, like the United States, like Germany, like all of Europe. I mean, the speech of Haida was very, very apt. Europe doesn't give a shit about the Palestinians, and they are, for various reasons, they want to be friends with Israel. And that is a complicated matter, asking for a few doctor's dissertations. But, so the one-state solution, two-state solution is about how many, and is completely equivalent to the medieval question: how many angels can dance on the spire of a tower? So it's all crap, all to deviate you from the thing. The idea of final status negotiations, the idea of peace